All right, let's get this your spotlight started, guys. Thank you for joining me today. We are playing Titanfall today, a different game. We're playing a different game today. Oh my God, Buoyancy with the 2 months of subs. Buoyancy, thank you so much, man. You are a sexy beast. Thank you so much, bro. Laser core. Oh, wreck. Anyway, we're playing some Titanfall. All right, let's get this started again. Restart Guardian. Click here, and this is where you're gonna restart. Anyway. Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is David, and I normally stream Destiny. Today we're doing Titanfall. Because I played this game. You know, when Titanfall 1 was out, I played this game a lot. It was actually the game I played before Destiny. If this is your first time in my channel, welcome. If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you very much. I stream every morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Time is when I start, and I stream on Saturdays as well, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I also have a new thing that I'm starting soon. If you would like to stream on my channel and you're a streamer, all you gotta do is sub to my channel. Anyone that's a streamer and is sub to my channel is gonna get a chance to stream on my channel. So, you know, not be on the lookout for that. It's gonna happen soon. We're starting it in a couple weeks. In fact, in a couple weeks we're starting it. So if you're a sub to my channel and you're a streamer, you're gonna get to stream on my channel. All right. So every morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, we also do a streamer spotlight where we interview a growing streamer, and I play games while we do the thing. So today's streamer is SadDinklebot. SadDinklebot, good morning, man.
Good morning. Well, it's the afternoon for me, but
it's the afternoon for you. Yes, all the way to the UK. Maryland Maverick. This is wrong, but okay. Anniversaries are fun. Yo, thank you, Maverick, for 2 months of subs. I love you, man. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the support. I know a lot of you have been supporting me longer than that. All right, Dinklebot. It is the afternoon for you, bro. Let's start right there on the name SadDinklebot, dude. I love that. A lot of year 1 player, a lot of year 2 players have no idea about Dinklebot. They have no idea about Dinklebot. Explain your gamer tag right there first, SadDinklebot.
Right. So I had an awful gamer tag when I was younger. So just to clear one thing up, I'm 19, so obviously I've only just surpassed the age of making terrible life choices with gamer tags, with like a ton of X's and stuff in them. So I had a terrible gamer tag, and I was talking to some of my friends, and when Peter Dinklage got recast, Nolan North got recast as the Ghost instead of Peter Dinklage, I was like, you know what would be cool? A gamer tag to sort of memorialize Peter Dinklage as the Ghost.
Yep.
And so I thought, what would be cool? And I was thinking of like a descriptive word. I was like, well, I guess he'll be sad because he doesn't have a job anymore.
Nope.
And so, I don't know, just a SadDinklebot, I decided to call myself that. And then the thing that made me sort of know I'd made the right choice is when I rejoined the party to my friends as a SadDinklebot. They were like, oh, that's pretty funny. So, yeah. And I still get that quite a lot. Like, some people that don't know me are like, oh, your gamer tag's quite funny. It's like, yeah.
That's really good, man, because a lot of us, I remember a lot of people at the time complained about Dinklebot.
Yeah.
Oh, Dinklebot's bad, blah, blah. And then when they said, oh, by the way, okay, so we're going to replace him now with Nolan North, a lot of people were like, no.
Yeah, it's been a staple.
Were you one of those people?
Yes. So, yeah, I like Nolan North, and I've met Nolan North as well. He's a really nice guy, but he just does not suit the Ghost at all. People complain that Dinklebot was monotone and boring, but that's what Ghost should be. It's got robots aren't supposed to have emotion. So yeah, I was upset when they recast him.
Yeah, man. A lot of people that are a lot of year 2 players will have year 2 players that didn't play year 1 just don't understand. They just don't understand.
No.
The Dinklebot. I love the Dinklebot, man. That is you know, the Dinklebot is you know, the Dinklebot is a year 1 thing, man. We all remember our favorite line. What is your favorite line from Dinklebot?
I've got 2. It's either that wizard came from the moon,
which they cut out of the main game. They cut it out.
Yeah.
It was in the alpha. It was in the beta. And then they cut it out. And you know what? I actually saw a behind-the-scenes video of him doing his voiceover. He was actually having a great time and smiling and laughing. You know, so I don't know. So you said what is your other favorite line?
So it's either the "We've woken the hive" one or the or we've just slayed a gate lord. When he goes to speak to the prince, and he's like so like confident, and like drops the ghost in the head of the gate lord in front of them. That bit gets me every time. But now it's Nolan North. It's too much emotion in the ghost's voice.
Yeah, too much emotion. A lot of us complained, but then they took our Dinklebot away, and we're sad about it. We're sad about it. My favorite line, one of my favorite lines, and it's really bad. I mean, it was either a bad take, and they decided to choose a bad take, or they did it on purpose. One of my favorite lines is when you do the final mission on Earth. The final mission on Earth, where you kill a whole bunch of hive and all that. You kill a whole bunch of hive and all that stuff, and then you get to the computer. It's like, and now we can see all the planets on Earth that we must. I'm like, oh my God, it's just so bad. But I love Dinklebot, man. You know, I loved it. I loved it too. I thought it was great. You know, I thought Dinklebot was great, and it just reminds me of year one. It'd be great if if they come back with Destiny 2 and they're like, you know what, we're bringing back Peter Dinklage. Now, did you think it was because of money, or do you think it was because people thought his performance was bad?
I honestly think it's like a combination of both. I feel like a combination of people not liking him and the fact that he already had like Game of Thrones commitments and stuff, so sort of conflicting roles. But I honestly don't think Destiny would have taken that much recording. So he could have done it as well as Game of Thrones. So I feel like they canned him because people complained way too much. But I feel like they could have made a better choice than Nolan North. He's just like a legendary voice actor.
He's the guy you reach out for when you need voice acting. So that's it.
Yeah.
So SadDinklebot. It's all about remembering the old Dinklebot on Destiny, which we all remember. Year one, year two players have no idea about Dinklebot. They've only heard Nolan North, and now we take Nolan North for granted. We don't even hear the guy. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I don't even hear the guy that much anymore. I don't even hear Ghost when he's got things to say. So Dinklebot, dude, give me a little bit of your gaming history, dude.
Well, as I said, I'm not that old, so sort of the only stuff I've played is the Call of Duties, the Halos, Destinies. I'm also into like RPGs and like Zelda dungeon crawler things. There's a game called The Binding of Isaac, which I absolutely love, which is like a Zelda dungeon crawler. But other than that, I just sort of play Destiny to help people get places they can't usually get to, the lighthouse. And
so you're 19. You're 19. How did you? What was your first console?
My first like games console, as in like plugs into the TV.
Yeah, whatever.
Like PlayStation 1.
You played video games on first. PlayStation 1. That's not that bad.
I had a PlayStation 1, and I actually played on GameCube, but I think that was after I played on PlayStation 1. And then, of course, I had like a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Advance. I'm old enough to have had the one that didn't have a backlight as well, so you wouldn't be able to play it at night.
So you had a little bit of the struggle. You saw a little bit of the struggle.
Some of the struggle, but not the early like Sega Genesis era struggles.
Have you ever played any of the old consoles?
Past GameCube, I don't think I have.
Oh man, are you interested at all in playing the old consoles, man? You gotta go back and get a little sense of history, man.
Yeah, I think if I went to someone's like home and they had like a collection of these consoles and they were still working, they were like, "Hey, do you want to play?" I'd probably go, "Yeah, I'd like to experience it," and play a little bit of the the struggle times where graphics weren't so good. Like we definitely take the Xbox and PS4 for granted, but just going back and playing like even a Game Boy Advance or a PlayStation 2, you notice how different it is now.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. But you should definitely try to check those out. And you know what? Sometimes I do envy you guys that are your age, because you really didn't go through the struggle like blowing into your cartridge, blowing into the cartridge and that stuff. And you did come into the multiplayer era, which is really cool. You know, multiplayer era is really cool. Okay, so what got you into Destiny, man? You said you played a lot of Halo and all those kind of games. What got you into Destiny?
Well, mainly just because I played Halo. I really enjoyed Halo Reach. That was probably my favorite Halo, which most people would have a go at me for. But I really did enjoy that. And then I got the beta of Destiny. I really, really enjoyed it. Bought it on day one. It was like such a huge, hyped up game. I thought it's one of those games that you can't really avoid the getting. So I got that and I was like instantly hooked. I played so much all the time, like daily, weekly reset even, making sure I did everything. Nightfall to get the blue flames on the helmet, if you remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that, of course, man. One of my favorite
So,
things.
yeah.
I miss the old blue flames. I miss the blue flames, man. Wish my blue flames were back. So, you know what? You're talking about that you like to help people get to the lighthouse. You know, growing up in the multiplayer era, is that like has that been an advantage for you that you've been able to you've just known multiplayer that's been your whole life as multiplayer?
Yeah, pretty much. So my first multiplayer experience was probably playing. I played Call of Duty 2 on the PC with my dad, and he got me like interested in the whole like sort of clans and helping people and just having a good time, just playing games together. So yeah, it's definitely helped out that I've been born into multiplayer, so I don't really know single player all that much. I'm not a big fan of games like Skyrim, where the only option is single player.
Yeah.
So I tend to avoid games like that. But yeah, I would say that it's been an advantage to me, not really knowing the single player aspect of game and just going straight to the multiplayer.
Us older guys, we're all used to the single player, man. We're all about, yo, give me a good game with good single player, with a good single player, and I'm all about that. I'm all about that. But then, you know, you guys, your age group is like, listen, we've been multiplayer our whole life, so it's something easy like that. So I think,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think we've
it
been
could be an
spoiled a
advantage,
little
it could
bit.
be an advantage, or it couldn't be an advantage. It all depends on perspective. You know, Silent Protag, thank you for that, host. So, PvP is your forte in Destiny, you would say?
I do a bit of PvE, the raids and that, so I'm not bad at. I would say the whole package of Destiny I've pretty much covered in the fact that I could jump into anything and be decent at it. I have spent way too much of my life on this game to be able to justify being bad at any aspect of it. But yeah, I would say that PvP is my main sort of go-to thing to do. Just trials when it's on at the weekend, and then
Do you do
playing
24,
some.
do you do 24-hour streams every weekend for trials?
No, I did one. I did a charity one. Well, starting Saturday. Ended yesterday, and so if my voice sounds a bit odd, if it sounds a bit shot, that's the reason why. But
Sounds good to me, man.
yeah.
That British. If this is what a British accent sounds, shot. That's what I would like. Then I need that.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I just did one this weekend for a mental health charity in the UK.
Nice.
So I did 24-hour trials help. Played with a few other streamers. Some people that messaged me and said, "Yo, do you want to play?" So yeah, it was good. I don't do it every week. I feel like if I did it every week, I would possibly die very quickly because that was
A
tough.
quick death if you did a 24-hour stream every week. You're a young man. You could probably handle it.
Oh, I did. It was my first one, so I wasn't
How'd you
used
feel
to it
right? How'd you feel right after?
Well, I think I just got in bed and wearing like I didn't even like change clothes or anything. I just got straight in and went to bed. And I don't know. I felt a bit. There's like a middle section between 15 hours and 22 hours where it's awful. That's like the worst stretch for me. But then the last 2 hours, I was a bit more energized. I actually found out when I went downstairs the next day that I had some more energy drinks, which I could have used, but clearly I didn't look very hard.
You did not. You did not look very. You did not look very hard for those.
No.
Now, what advice did you give for people for 24-hour streams? Because man,
Just drink a lot of water. Try and avoid any like energy drinks are good and all, but don't drink too many of those because they're like short bursts of energy.
and then you'll crash.
So, yeah, you will crash unless you keep drinking them, and they're not very good for your health if you repeatedly drink energy drinks. I'd say a lot of water. I went through, I think, a dozen bottles of water,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Make sure you eat as well. So, although it is a 24-hour stream, you don't want to be out away from your console, away from your stream for a long time. Make sure you do give yourself like 5-minute breaks to go and eat. Maybe just have a snack or whatever. I think I went and microwaved some pasta, which was like my dinner that night. So
Dude, during my 24-hour stream, I walked my dog.
That's probably a good idea, you know, get some fresh air.
I
So,
went out, I
yeah.
went out and I walked my dog. Karma, hello. The P Money Experience and Slayer92. Thank you for clicking on my heart, man. Welcome to Great Outpost. If this is the first time here, we do a streamer spotlight where we interview a growing streamer every day, 11 o'clock in the morning. If you would like to be a part of the streamer spotlight, exclamation point spotlight, you can email my man, my executive producer, Evil Aura. Follow him on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Also, let us know when you're streaming. Well, let me know when you're streaming, and I'll come by and check out your stream. I'm also going to be doing a podcast tonight, 8:30, with Say No to Rage, the Rages Roundtable. It's going to be a good one. So, Dinklebot, man, when people come to your channel, what can they expect?
Well, so they expect me to help people out. I do something that a lot of trials streamers don't do, which is a lot of trial streamers do the whole one and done thing. You win a raffle, you get in, but if you fail to get there, it's like, oh, you can win another raffle, but at the moment I can't really help you. Yeah. So I don't do that. If you win with me, then you're going to go to the lighthouse, even if it takes me like 5 hours to help you. You will go. So I try and help as many people as possible. Recently, I've been slacking. I've not been streaming because I've been so busy with work commitments. But I'm trying to get back into it, starting with that 24-hour yesterday.
Nice.
So you come in. I try and keep the salt at a minimum, but it's trials. So some people do play with union remotes.
It's trials, man. Sometimes the salt just pours out, man.
Yeah. So sometimes it's uncontrollable, but I do try and keep that to a minimum. But yeah, I just try and help as many people as possible and make sure that you get there.
Nice. How many people have you helped? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea. I sometimes do. So with the in-stream currency I do these auctions where you can bid and I'll play on your account for you instead of like you playing with me. So that way I can help 2 people at once, and that sort of really skews the amount of people I've helped. But it's got to be a few hundred, maybe even close to like 500,
Xbox One, PS4. What's your console of choice?
I only play Xbox One at the moment. I don't have a PS4. That's like my next thing to buy. I bought streaming PC recently, and then figured next thing, once I save up enough, is to buy a PS4. Probably should have bought one this weekend with the Black Friday sales. But
yeah, well, you got Cyber Monday today. I think you could get yourself a PS4 Slim for $212. So $212 American dollars. I don't know how much that would be in British pounds.
Yeah, that's like £170, 180, but probably with shipping charges. And it's weird in the UK because something that is $50, $40 for you should only be like 30 for us. Mm-hmm. But it will also translate to £40 because of some weird tax rules. I remember I was really annoyed
because Tony Blair's an asshole.
Tony Blair, I think you're a few years behind there.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying he's an asshole.
Yeah, he is, yeah. But yeah, I remember being really annoyed when the Taken King came out because it was $40 for you, but also $39.99 for us, which does not translate to 40.
Yeah, which still would translate to almost $60 to us.
Yeah, so there's a few English players that weren't very happy with that.
They really on that one. So yes, if you buy something for $212 American dollars, the shipping will get you.
Yeah, if I buy it from the US, the shipping will get me. Or there's some sort of tax reason that I don't understand why we pay the same amount as you, but in our own currency.
Hey, but you're okay, man. Xbox One. So Xbox One, people can play with SadDinklebot, and you said people will just you'll take people to Lighthouse as many times as they want.
Yeah, it's usually once per weekend per person, just because I try and help as many people as possible. Rather than like someone who's like, oh, can you help me on all 3 characters? I'd rather take someone once, like take 3 different people once to the Lighthouse, than take one person 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's usually once per weekend per person. But you know, if it's a slow day, if I'm not getting many viewers, then sure, I'll help you out. Just try and help as many people as possible. Also, if you've never been before, that's a huge benefit to you in my stream, because I will more than likely help out someone who's never been than someone who has been a lot. And I've got quite a few lurkers in my stream of like really good players that will bid in raffles and auctions, and then when they win, they give it away to someone who's never been to the Lighthouse. That's a really nice thing.
So you're kind of like Tyler Durden. If it's your first time in Fight Club, you got it.
Yeah. But you can speak about my stream. It's not
But
like
yeah,
Fight
speak
Club.
over me,
You
of
can't talk
course.
about Fight Club.
First rule of SadDinklebot stream. Speak about SadDinklebot stream. Yo, Dink. So what do you do in real life, man? You're going to school right now? University?
No, I work up in London in the city. I'm actually a tax accountant, which sounds a lot more fun than it is, and that's how bad it is. It's
That doesn't
very,
sound
very
fun at all.
boring.
So
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, I'm like an accountant in the city, which isn't bad for being 19. So yeah, I chose not to go to university or college, just because it wasn't really my thing.
yeah, hey,
Work
listen,
up in the city.
not everybody has to go to university, so that's pretty cool, man. As long as you like your job and it lets you pay for streaming. Any what kind of goals do you have for your channel?
Well, I started my channel just with the intent to just meet like-minded people, and quite a few of my friends were like, "Yo, you should start streaming because you're quite a good player. I'd like to see what you do, like how you play, through the eyes of you rather than just watching you in a gameplay." So I was like, "Oh yeah, I could do that. Meet some people." I actually did go to university for a little bit, and I started my stream there because I was like on the other side of the country, and I wanted to be able to show my friends on back in my hometown what I did or what I do in Destiny. And so I just started from there. And for goals, I don't really have any goals other than to get as many followers and help as many people as possible. So I wasn't really one for the whole aim to be partnered, apply for partnership every 5 seconds sort of streamer.
Every
More-
5 seconds.
Yeah,
You're
well,
allowed every 2 weeks, sir. You're allowed every 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. If I could get partnered in a year or so, like 6 months, take me quite a while, but I'm willing to work at it. But at the moment, no real long-term goals other than just have fun and help people.
Dude, that sounds awesome. SadDinklebot, you can find him at twitch.tv/SadDinklebot. Dinks, when do you stream? Let the people know when you stream so they can catch you, man. Do you do mostly weekends or you do every day?
I do mostly weekends. There'll be the odd weekday stream. I do have a schedule up right now that I don't really stick by, but I'm trying to get better at sticking to a schedule. But it'll be mostly weekdays during the day, like during the afternoon for the UK, so like 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. sort of time. So it'll be like early morning for you to like midday. But yeah, it's mostly weekends just because Trials is my thing. So
Any other
not really
games
stuff
looking forward to
midweek.
streaming, or are you going to stick with Destiny for the time being?
So I want to stream Titanfall just like you're doing, but I just really haven't got around to it. I would also like to get Watch Dogs 2, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to stream that.
Yeah, Watch Dogs 2 looks like a game. It looks interesting to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Titanfall, you'll like it a lot, man.
Yeah, so I played a
You'll
little
like
bit
it
of
a lot.
Titanfall.
If I like the PvP, you'll definitely like the PvP because I'm having a ton of fun with the PvP. Even though I'm dying a lot and I'm still getting used to the maps and the verticality and the guns. It's a fun.
It's very
game,
fun.
man. So you'll
Very
really
fun and
enjoy it.
fast-paced. I really enjoyed the first one.
Awesome, dude. So, SadDinklebot, again, you stream mostly on the weekends. Thank you so much for joining me, man.
Thanks for having me.
You know how we like to end every stream, not every stream, every interview. Mr. SadDinklebot, boobs or butts?
But it's got to be butts.
He's an ass man. There we go.